Air raid sirens in Russian-occupied Crimea, smoke rising over the rooftops after the headquarters of Russia's Black Sea Fleet was hit with a missile in Sevastopol. The Russians say one serviceman was injured and it claims to have shot down 5 missiles in an air raid that coincided with a cyber attack. The commander of the Ukrainian Air Force, Mykola Oleshchuk, thanked his pilots. The attack comes a day after Russian missiles and artillery pounded cities across Ukraine, killing at least 5 people. In the central Ukrainian city of Cherkasy, rescuers worked overnight into Friday, searching for people feared trapped under the rubble and clearing debris after a Russian attack struck. The Russian Defense Ministry on Friday released footage claiming to show Grad multiple launch rocket systems firing at Ukrainian army positions. They claim to have destroyed military targets near Krasny Lyman and to be carrying out combat missions in South Donetsk. Climate change paused, cleaner oceans and air, thriving biodiversity, all ambitions that could be achieved through global consensus. The UAE is hosting the next UN summit, COP28, for November. One of its directors told the Associated Press he's optimistic, but acknowledges difficulties.
There are a significant number of countries that are opposed to the language of phase out. The way the COP process works, and I think maybe this is part of the frustration with the COP process, is that it works by consensus. You need only one country to say no, and you don't have an agreement.
As some countries, such as the UK, shy away from energy transition deadlines, can a summit hosted by a major fossil fuel exporter offer credible solutions?
I hope they will be saying, we didn't think that a process that we thought was blah blah could achieve an outcome of this sort, but that was the course correction that the world needed to get us to a place of comfort for all of us.
Climate change protesters continue to challenge global leaders to change course. But 8 years after COP21 in Paris agreed to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees C, it would seem COP28 has its work cut out to prevent deadlines from slipping and temperatures rising. Pope Francis arrived in the French port city of Marseille on Friday for a 2-day visit. He presided over a silent moment of prayer at a memorial dedicated to sailors and migrants lost at sea, surrounded by Marseille's faith leaders and migrant rescue organizations.
Non possiamo rassegnarci a vedere esseri umani trattati come merce di scambio, imprigionati e torturati in modo atroce. Non possiamo più assistere ai drammi dei naufragi dovuti a traffici odiosi e al fanatismo dell'indifferenza.
The visit came as Europe's migration dilemma is again in the headlines after thousands of people arrived last week at the Italian island of Lampedusa. Around 350,000 Catholic faithful were expected in the city over the weekend, including 100,000 to attend a parade in Marseille ahead of a Saturday Mass at the Velodrome Stadium. The players of Spain's national football team have broken their silence by saying never again. A month after winning the World Cup and 1 day before facing Sweden in Göteborg, they spoke about the scandal of the forced kiss experienced by Jenny Hermoso and the drive they've maintained since then for things to change in Spanish football.
Sucedieron unos hechos inadmisibles bajo nuestro punto de vista, con la gota que colmó el vaso con la posterior asamblea. Y ahí dijimos pues, que esto no podía suceder, que no queríamos continuar por ese camino, queríamos que en esa situación que había vivido nuestra compañera y, bueno, en consecuencia nosotras, teníamos que decir que tolerancia cero.
The squad, nicknamed La Roja, has barely trained since winning the World Cup and was on the verge of not playing against Sweden, but most of the players lifted their boycott on Wednesday.